I'm not a person that cries easily. I think the last time I cried, I was like 10 or something. Okay. So I walked down the track and end of track walk, I was like nearly crying.
So we moved from there into Leogang, your home race, and one that the whole world has been expecting you to win for a while now. And it finally came together in a pretty incredible way. Talk us through the week. Obviously there was I guess a bit of anger and frustration coming off Lensheide. It was back to back as well, right?
It was back to back, exactly. So I think it was good that I could like get another chance quite quickly after Lensheide. Honestly, Leogang was a tough start at the beginning of the week. I experienced the first time kind of a panic attack style thing. I did track walk, and everybody knows Leogang. There's not that many line options.
Yeah.
But there were a few things that like threw me off a little bit. Like my coach didn't make it to the World Cup because she was pregnant, but she didn't tell me by that time. So she was just like, "Oh, I can't make it. I'm sick." And then I was like, "Oh, I don't have someone that helps me." And then I was like panicking, and then I pretended to not know the track, even though I know Leogang like more or less inside out. And doesn't matter where we go at the World Cup, I always figure out where I want to go. But there were just tiny things that threw me off, and like I had no confidence at all.
How did that like manifest, the panic attack thing?
Well, like I'm not a person that cries easily. I think the last time I cried, I was like 10 or something. Okay. So I walked down the track, and end of track walk, I was like nearly crying, and I didn't know what was going on. Whoa. And that crying stressed me out even more because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Like I don't know myself having tears in my eyes, you know? It's it's crazy. It was so weird. So normally I never call my dad, but I even called my dad to like help me out, and that my parents come to the race and that they're on the sideline of the track to help me out, which, you know, doesn't make any sense because they have no clue about like lines and where I want to go and what makes sense. So it was nice for them to offer that. But luckily then I called the psychologist at Red Bull the same day after track walk, and like I don't know, in that panic mode I actually did quite a lot of smart things. Like I talked with people, I even called my psychologist and stuff, which now I know it's like too late. I started working with a psychologist already in February, so that it's not even getting to that spot anymore, but it's just stuff you learn.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like the next morning was first day of practice, and I've never been so aggressive riding before in my whole life. And it's just like I was riding like a robot more or less, and it was so sick because I was like pissed, but with that anger I was just so on it and so focused.
Amazing.
And then it was quali day. I won quali, I won seeding, I won final, and everything was just like on a train line.
That's cool that you could direct that anger into the riding and like make it a positive rather than a negative for you.
Yeah, but that was most of the time. Every time I got like smoked in time training by Pom Pom, because like somehow Pom Pom always gave me 6 seconds on time training, and I was like, how is that even possible? Like she did the same amount of runs, but somehow she's always on that first day, she's so much faster than me. But then in quali we were the same speed, so it's like I always needed a bit of like kick in the ass to like get going and have a little bit of anger, because that kind of motivates me.
Yeah. Interesting. So would you rather get beaten in time training to create that anger? Does that make sense?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably it gives you that little extra fire, I would say.
Yeah. So how did it feel to take that win? Because like we say, the world's been waiting for that.
Leogang was a long time coming. It's been like always. Yeah, I like won qualies and then always crashed in finals and like blah blah blah. And then there is a certain amount of extra pressure doing home World Cups, that's for sure. And but then like winning there, and then especially Andy Kolb winning there as well.
So
like,
2 home victories.
What's going on? Like that was insane.
Yeah, good celebration.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then the confidence starts to flow, I guess.
Oh yeah, I feel like that win in Leogang, even though I won world championships 2 times, I think it's one of my nicest and greatest wins, because my whole family was there, and all my friends were there. Like everyone was so happy for me, and it's I just the most overwhelming feeling for me was to see my closest friends being so damn stoked just because I did great.
Yeah.
And it's more that like how it impacted them rather than like how I'm feeling.
Okay, nice.
To see that was like pretty amazing that my racing gives other people joy. So
Nice.
that was really amazing.
That's cool. It's cool for you to see that. And coming from that then into Val d'Isole, I guess you were just like, let's go.
Yeah, I was like, okay, now I can do pretty much everything. I always loved Vali Höll, but I never managed to win. I won qualies also a few times in Vali Höll in the past, but never the race. And Vali Höll is just a proper track, and I'm stoked to win that one.